Merapi is one of the world's most active volcanoes and very dangerous. More than 700,000 people live around Merapi. For them, it's a real risk. Evacuation takes place at level 4, danger. Merapi is famous for its pyroclastic flows, its lava streams. And suddenly, the mountain of fire erupts. Merapi, Indonesia's most active volcano. Streams of lava measuring up to 800 degrees Celsius surge into the valley. Silent, insidious, deadly. Lava chunks shatter in gigantic clouds of glowing ash. In 2010, villages were impacted that had previously been safe. The lava flows took a new direction. The old Javanese capital, Yogyakarta, was at risk. For 6 weeks, the volcano hurled red-hot chunks of lava 17 kilometers into the valleys. Once again, it was clear why scientists have rated Merapi a high-risk volcano. During this eruption alone, more than 350 people were killed. In Indonesian, Merapi means mountain of fire. Volcanologists rate it as one of the 10 most dangerous volcanoes in the world. It's capable of erupting so dramatically that the consequences would be global. 25 kilometers to the south, Yogyakarta lay on the main axis of the 2010 eruption. Previously, the lava had flowed westwards, and residents had abandoned that area long ago. How can scientists assess the risks from such an unpredictable volcano better? The island of Java, with its population of 160 million, lies on the Sunda Arc, the most active volcanic region in the world. Here, the Indian and Australian plates are subducting under the Pacific plate, only a few centimeters each year, but with dramatic effect. Indonesia is famous for its very big eruptions, for instance, the Toba eruption about 75,000 years ago. It almost destroyed the whole of humanity. With the help of geosatellites like the Tandem X mission, deformations are visible from outer space. They can provide evidence of dangerous tectonic shifts. The data is analyzed in laboratories such as the Geosciences Research Center in Potsdam. For more than 20 years, scientists here have been studying this high-risk volcano. Only recently have they detected in satellite pictures a deformation running right through the mountain. Radar data shows how a crack 250 meters long has formed in the volcanic plug after a sudden eruption. This crack lies in exactly the same direction as an old fracture zone. If that one becomes active again, it could have wide-reaching consequences for volcanic activity in central Java, and explain why Merapi's eruptions have suddenly changed direction. To obtain more precise information, the scientists are planning an expedition up to the crater's edge.
If we start to go late in the morning, we cannot really see which are the most active part or what are the features. So for the infrared measurement, I really prefer to have nighttime images.
Maybe we should simply spend the night. Look here on the map. Somewhere here. And then we'd only have to walk up this path early in the morning to look into the crater. Merapi's twin volcano, Merapi, has been dormant for 300 years. But now scientists have measured seismic activity here as well. Volcanoes are common throughout the region. Scientists have discovered that they are linked deep underground. Merapi is the most active. It usually erupts every 7 years, sometimes more frequently. The eruptions are generally signaled by growth in the lava dome. A lava plug composed of very thick magma solidified on the surface. It has been pressed out of the vent by the pressure inside. This plug can arch over the sides of the volcano like a dome until it shatters. Time-lapse photography of a very similar volcano, St. Helens in North America, shows how lava domes grow and collapse again. Some of them coincide with very frequent pyroclastic flows, as in the case of Merapi. Big eruptions are generally preceded by increased tremors for days in advance. That's why the volcano observatory set up by the Indonesian Geological Service in Yogyakarta is connected to a number of seismic stations around Merapi. Tectonic earthquakes and ones that indicate volcanic activity are recorded here around the clock.
Itu menjadi masalah utama dalam
Our most important task is to see when the population must be evacuated.
Masyarakat harus dievakuasi. Ya.
For this, we have a system of 4 warning levels. There's normal activity,
Normal, waspada,
followed by alert, increased alert,
awas,
and danger.
Menggunakan berbagai.
We employ various observation methods, and the results are analyzed here in the office.
Kantor ini bertugas untuk
It's our job to pass on this information to the regional government.
Melalui pemerintah daerah setempat.
For Thomas Walter from the German Geosciences Research Center in Potsdam, the Indonesian Observatory is also an important resource. It provides him with valuable data about seismic activity and possible deformations on Mount Merapi.
Wir haben verschiedene Ziele.
We have various aims. On the one hand, we want to understand the changes in Merapi better. That's a geological issue. In the past 3 or 4 years, Merapi has been providing a very different picture. For instance, we know about previous eruptions caused by tectonic earthquakes. And so it's very important to understand whether the current situation on Mount Merapi is controlled by an entirely new kind of, possibly reactivated tectonic zone or weak zone. That's the geoscientific question. But of course, there are also technical aspects. We want to develop new technical methods and test them. Methods we've developed in Germany are put to the test here for the first time, to see whether they can be applied to active volcanoes.
An aktiven Vulkan einsetzen können.